y'all, because football is personal to me. I sit and I look at y'all in your jersey, I don't know if you realize the role that you have, the impact that you have, the responsibility that you have. You're number one on campus, whether anybody tell you that or not, you are. You live in Texas. Football is a big deal. When you put that jersey on, it means something. Not just to Louise, but to everybody else who straps up around this state. I'm getting chills and goosebumps. You probably can see them just talking about it. So when I say that to you, I say it meaning that y'all got to take ownership. Ownership of your team, ownership of yourself, ownership of your household, your community. How many of y'all played for Louise? See, I ain't played for Baylor. I am Baylor. Y'all just did your chant and your pride. You would chant a little different if you were Louise, that's me. If it was you and you owned it, you gotta have some pride about it. How many of y'all worked out this summer? How many of y'all worked out every day this summer? How many of y'all worked out when coach didn't tell you to work out? How many of y'all called someone else up and said, hey, let's go work out? So everyone raising their hand to each one of those questions and statements that I just made, how do you feel about the guys that you allowed not to come? You see, it's more than just getting the guys that are cool with me. It's about getting everybody involved. Because not one person is bigger than the team. I don't care if you get one rep in practice. One rep in practice. That person is contributing. When I see his eyes light up because of what I'm giving to the team, it makes me have pride when I get in between these lines. I'm not just playing for me. I'm playing for him too, and I'm going to represent that. Every day in practice when he's there, whatever he's doing and we go against each other and he gives me his best in that one rep, I'd be turning my back on him. I'd be disrespecting him, my mother, my father, my brother, if I got on the field and didn't give it my all. I don't know if you guys understand it or not, but when that other team rolls into town, when Black Union comes in here, they're coming to tear your head off your shoulders. They're not coming to take plays off. They're looking for weakness. They're looking to see you bend over tired and say, I don't have it. They're looking to feel you give up on the block. They're looking when they're tackling you for your legs to stop churning. They want to find weakness and exploit it. So when you're preparing day to day, week to week, when you're in classroom, you got to have the mentality of ownership of your team, ownership of your life, ownership of the effort that I'm giving. You see, I didn't go to school because it was just I was talented. I went to school because I gave everything that I had. I went to Baylor because when I got out on the field, I decided that nobody was going to stop me. And if they got in the way, they were going to have to face the consequences. And if they beat me one play, the next play I was getting back up and bringing it again. It can't be okay. I don't care if you're not on the field. Every day in practice, you give them all that you have. You make them pay for you not being on the field. They ought to feel the fact that you can't get in the game. Every day when you chant, when you cheer them on because you can't play, they ought to see the tears and the passion in your eyes knowing that I'm playing for you. I would be pissed off if I got on the field with one of y'all and you didn't bring everything that you had. If I was out there and I saw that you quit, if we were going through reps and practice and you decided to take one off, that means if I let you do it on Friday night, I'm going to let you do it. And I'm not okay with that. And you can't be okay with it, and you can't be okay with it, and you can't be okay with it. Y'all have a responsibility for everyone who can't play the game right now, whether they're injured, whatever might be stopping them from being able to get out there with y'all. Everyone who can strap up, you have a responsibility to give your all. It's not about the win or the loss. It's about the passion that you show when you get out there. It's about you not quitting. It's about you fighting with everything that you have. If I'm 5'9", 145, and he's 6'2", 245, if I can get in his face and fight like a dog every play, I promise you I'm going to get 5 out of him. And if you can give me 5 plays, if you give me 5 plays, as the quarterback, as the running back. I'm going to be proud as the team leader. I'm going to be excited about that. And guess what? The 5 plays that you gave me that wore him out, that distracted him, I kicked my man's butt 2 times as much as he whooped yours, and we were successful. That's how you have to look at your teammates. I'm not looking at the win or the loss. I'm looking at the effort that you're giving. I'm looking at the passion that you give me. I'm looking at the brotherhood that I have with you, the camaraderie. It shouldn't be okay to walk around these halls and not have some respect for what's on the front of your jersey. It's not okay for you to go in class and clown and not represent me the way that I should be represented. They just talk about the time the coaches put into this, the time that your parents put into this, and then you can come around to school and lollygag around like it's just okay and play with the time. You disrespecting me, you disrespecting your coaches, you disrespecting everyone else who straps up on Friday. This is not a game. This is life. I just told you, you're the leaders. So you think about that. I don't care what sport it is, because I know some of you are multiple sport players. You bring that same attitude from football into everything that you do. And you take it as disrespect when you see your teammate not being their best. When you see your teammate playing in practice, when they're twiddling their fingers, and when coaches are talking, they're laughing about something that happened earlier in the day. When you get over here to this gymnasium, to this field house, and we strap up and we're out there between the lines, that's all we should be focused on. That's ownership, guys. That's how you win. That's how you move forward. That's how you change culture. That's how you change the program. That's how you make them respect you across the line. Everybody who beat me in high school, they still walk and look at me like I was the man. Didn't matter what the scoreboard said, because they respected the effort that I gave. Whether I won every play or they dogged me out. You're going to take some L's, but you make them respect you. And you take that from the football field into everything that you do, and y'all change what's going on around Louise. That's your responsibility. That's your responsibility to them. That's your responsibility to me. That's your responsibility to your brother sitting in this crowd with you. This is not a game. This is serious business. And if you're not willing to put your all into it, you need to just take the jersey off and give it to someone else who will. Because y'all got little kids and cheerleaders in here that's fired up and ready to get it. And if you can't bring that to the game, why should they come support you? I need y'all to stand up real quick. I'm going to show you something. Everybody walk out here. This will be the last thing we do. Y'all stand shoulder to shoulder. Just shoulder to shoulder all the way across the gym. All the way across. Probably give each other about 5, 6 inches, 2, 3 inches, whatever you can get in between. Everyone stare at the ceiling. Everybody take a look up at the ceiling. Y'all just need to get in line, man. Now take a step forward. Don't look down. Take a step forward. Take a step back. Eyes at the ceiling. Take 2 steps forward. Now I want you to look down the line and look at how out of order you are. Is it pretty wobbly? Guys in different places. Now lock arms. Look up at the ceiling. Take a step back. Take a step forward. 2 steps forward. Look down the line. Keep coming. They got you by the arms. You'll notice that when you step forward and you locked in with those arms, regardless of where you ended up, when you felt yourself a little back, you either came forward or the person next to you pulled you forward. Am I lying? How many guys pull someone forward? Raise your hand. How many guys step forward? That's what you do when you have brotherhood and togetherness. That's what teams look like. That's how you hold each other accountable. That's being responsible for your brother. Y'all stay locked in, because when you're separated and you're out of order, that's when the other team comes down and they poke holes in you. And it's okay to be behind. It's okay for me to leave you. It's okay for you to lollygag. And then they expose you. But when you stay locked in together and you're bringing your man forward and you're fighting for him and he's fighting for you, when someone tries to come against you, they pay for it. Brotherhood, guys. That's all I have. Take ownership. Thank y'all.
Thank you.